Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Olympic Ultras podcast. This is episode 32, and as always, I'm Nate.
I'm Michael.
And we will be bringing you the latest news of all the happenings at Olympic at the moment. We will be looking back at the semi-final of the women's against Logan Lightning, as well as looking forward to the final against Caboolture. And we'll have probably a quick talk about the Brisbane Roar friendly that the men's faced after that. Just before we get started and kick off, don't forget to follow our Instagram, our YouTube, and our Spotify on Olympic FC _Ultras. Our Spotify is the Olympic Ultras podcast. Make sure you're liking and subscribing and commenting. Please start commenting on all our stuff. We love getting the comments and things like that. So, yeah, let's kick off.
Further ado, let's go.
Go. First half. Olympic 2, Logan Lightning 1. Goals from Georgia Muir in the 14th minute. Logan equalised in the 20th minute through Summer Walters before Captain Kiz stood up in the 79th minute and got us ahead in that all-important goal.
Yes.
Yes, that is indeed the stats of that match.
Yep.
If you watch this match, obviously we were both here. We were both at that match. It was a very weird match.
It was a weird match. It was a match I never thought I'd see play.
Yeah.
I don't know. We looked tired.
We looked jaded.
We looked jaded. We looked like, do we have to play this game?
Yeah, it was a little bit of that too. And I don't know.
I'd say probably far wrong.
Yeah, and
it's not. But
no offense to any of the players or anything like that. This is just what we picked up.
But as we discussed too, and if I can touch on the Capella Bar game.
Yeah, I definitely was going to talk about that a little bit. We can touch on it
now. First and second.
Yeah. Didn't
played third and fourth, and third and fourth just got into them.
Yeah, third and fourth seemed up for
it. I mean, Logan, they wanted that game.
Yeah,
they gave us all hell and fury.
They played against us very similar to the way Brisbane City did in the Queensland Cup final, whether or not they saw that match and went, oh, this is something that we can do. But they didn't play like that in any of the other games that we played them. This came out of absolutely nowhere.
It was almost like a whole new squad.
Yeah.
I mean, what was it, round one? 3-0?
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
I think it was 7-0
and 7-0 the second time, yeah.
10 goals scored, none conceded, and we couldn't put one past them. It was just so ridiculous. It was a crazy game.
And you got to think, like, if this was the last hurrah, if this was like, go out there and do your best, okay. But if the coach sat down and went, I think I finally figured out how to get an Olympic. Why weren't you doing this from the beginning against every team?
Yeah.
The way they played, the way Logan Lightning played, would easily put them in that top. I mean, obviously they were top four, but easily would have put
a more comfortable top four.
Caboolture, and us all for a run for our money. Like they wouldn't have had to wait for that final day drama. Like they played as if they really deserved to be there and possibly higher up.
Yep. No, they played some good football. And they just never gave us an inch.
No, they were right on top of us. Every single thing we wanted to do.
Two players every time we got the ball. Yeah. They surrounded us. They moved forward. The keeper played very, very well.
And they were physical, but they weren't dirty physical. Like they got on top of us and they put in those hard challenges, but they were fair challenges. They really got under our skin. And they really made the midfield difficult to get through. And that's obviously one of our things, especially getting to the balls to Charlie and Rio and things like that. Like, and then trying to run through or pass through and then go out wide and come back in. They flooded that midfield and made that really just ineffective.
And the likes of Tesso and Cleo couldn't get the ball out there. And they were just on us like bloody fleas on a dog.
And
ridiculous.
I'm not going to lie. Like the first 10 minutes, it started out like that, but then Georgia scored. And I went, here we go.
We thought, floodgates are open.
Floodgates are open. Yeah. This is how it kind of opens the first time in the 7-0, and then they as soon as we scored, they just fell off and off we went. That did not happen.
No. And that surprised me.
And you did mention first and second didn't play anywhere near as well as third and fourth. And you do have to wonder if there's a little bit of an element of that.
Yeah.
Because first and second are obviously through. The promotion was already done. There is very, very little drama to be had.
And for first and
it's
second,
low stakes, these two matches.
Yeah. And for first and second, there's nothing to play for.
No. They've got everything. They've won the
we've achieved
won the trophy.
Both us and Caboolture, we've reached now the upper echelon of football in Queensland, which is the NPL. What more do you want? I think that's a fantastic achievement by both clubs to get there.
Yeah, and if that's all we won this season, I'm more than happy with that, because that's number one goal of being in the second division, is to get back to the first.
We've discussed this before. I am an absolute hater of grand final series. Yeah, I just think it's absolutely pointless. You look through every competition, that club who fights week in, week out, comes first. They gets knocked out in round one of the grand final series. Yeah. What's the point? It makes them all defunct. It just doesn't work. And what's the point of trying to be champions?
Yeah, and it's like, okay, cool. They get to go on holidays a week early. They've already done the job.
Yeah.
And this is why I thought the entire season the way through, first wins promotion. The grand final winners get promotion, because then that creates a little bit of tension. That creates a little bit of excitement. There's a reason to make the grand final. So it just.
But it's so archaic. It's been around since I was a boy, and I'd love to see it changed.
And it's obviously a very Australian thing. All Australian sports have it.
They do.
And it's our way of making a very international game our game. But in my opinion, and especially in the way it's being used right now in its very specific formula, I don't think it's necessary. I don't think it works.
I'd like to see, and we've discussed this, first is first. That is first is champions.
Yeah.
Can't be touched. Your top, then your grand final series is second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, the promotion playoff.
That's the promotion playoff.
Yeah, which they do in the lower leagues in England and everywhere else in the world.
So you all of a sudden have something really good to fight for.
Yeah.
Oh my God, those 4 teams are battling for one promotion place. How good would that competition be?
Yeah, suddenly there's
if you've got 4 teams fighting for one spot, that's tremendous football. Yeah. How exciting would that be?
And you still sit there and go, oh, if 5th place make it through all the way. You still sit there and go, oh, 5th place made it the promotion. Theoretically, it should have been second. But that's the promotion fight.
That's the promotion.
That's what that's all about. Yeah. There's drama. There's excitement. Yeah. There's high stakes at the end of this. We get a dust collector. And I don't mean to talk it down. Obviously, it means a lot to a lot of people. Yeah. This is just our opinion. Yeah. But winning the grand final gives us a dust collector. It doesn't. There's no.
For us, it's a trophy, which is fantastic, and trust me, our girls deserve it.
Yeah, 100%.
Cam deserves it. Joan deserves it. Every person connected with that women's team deserve it. But it's not going to be as good as NPL promotion. Yeah. To me, that's still the pinnacle of what we've done.
Look at Caboolture. They lost the semi-final. Oh no, they're on holidays. They've made the NPL.
They've achieved what they wanted to achieve.
That was number one goal. Yeah. Was getting back into the NPL, because they were there a couple of years back. They get to go on holidays early.
Yeah. Cool. So there's no. I don't know. It's just me.
Yeah.
Call me un-Australian. Don't care.
Yeah.
But I think that it's a junior thing.
Yeah. But of course, the game is there to be played.
It is going to be played, yes.
And that is at Perry Park this Saturday at 1:30 p.m. kickoff. A really rough kickoff, and it's because they're trying to get 4 finals in one day. Yeah. And
it's a big call by Football Queensland.
Big call by Football Queensland. I can only imagine. Usually we're razzing Football Queensland, and we go on an FQ rant, but in this instance, I don't really want to be the person organising so many grand finals over the same weekend. Nightmare. Oh, it'd be horrid.
And we done this to account as well. You've got such a tight turnaround. So ours is a 1:30 kickoff. So the game before that would have to be an 11:30 kickoff.
Yeah, I didn't write it down, but yeah,
I would assume. So
you think something like that.
11:30. What's that? 12:15, 12:30. That's 12:45. That game finishes. Now let's hope in hell there's no 30 minutes extra time.
We brought this up at the Queensland Cup, or you brought this up at the Queensland Cup.
And hope there's no penalties.
Yeah.
How does that work?
The time frame in between the Queensland Cup finals... It's too short
because you've got presentations of both loser and winner. You've got presentations to the referee. Then you've got a game following straight after it. You have no time. So those games have got to finish hopefully, within the 90-minute time frame.
And thankfully, the Kappa Pro Series men's final and the Women's Queensland Cup final did finish within their 90, so it didn't put it off. But you were right, there was zero time.
There was zero time
between
to happen.
For there to actually, like, they would have to just started delaying games.
That could happen.
Yeah, 100%. It could. Well, the Kappa Pro Series women's final went all the way to penalties. Like, it's not unusual.
No.
So, with any luck that they've thought about that this time, I haven't really looked at it because I only really care about one of the games that's going.
That's right.
I will be buying. Well, we will have tickets to all 4 games, but we're only going to one, and then we're going home.
That's right. Yeah, for sure.
Hopefully, very happy. But we are playing Caboolture. This will be the 4th time we've played Caboolture. We won 1-0 and 2-0 respectively, but that was in the league. We have played them in a final. We drew 0-0 and then lost on penalties. When it mattered. Hopefully we don't have a replay of this.
I can see a different team come out.
I would like to think Cam's we had the privilege once, you and I, of sitting in on one of, funnily enough, the Logan Lightning one.
Yes.
Of the video
analysis
session. And it's very good. It's very in-depth.
Yeah.
He talks about all the different things in regards to how they play out from the back and how we need to act so that they can play out from the back and things like that. It's a very, very good in-depth analysis. I was very, very impressed by it. So I can only imagine that he sat down and watched the tapes.
Oh, for sure.
And this wouldn't be the first time we've had a bad thing happen to one particular team, and then the next time absolutely outrun us.
Ran right, yeah.
Capalaba being a fantastic example.
Yep.
We lost 2-0 to them in the league, won 4-0 in the semi-final of the Kappa Pro Series the next time we played them at the same ground. So I can only imagine Cam sitting there watching the tapes, figuring it out, or he's probably already got a plan.
Oh, for sure. I don't doubt that.
The recording of this.
Cam's one of the smartest coaches I've seen for a long, long time.
Yeah. So hopefully this will be a different...
I think you'll see a different squad.
Yeah.
The girls, they'll play on pride, and they want to show this FQPL 1 division that we are the best, and we are the best you've seen for a long time, and we deserve every accolade we can get.
Yeah.
I think you'll see we'll come out on top in this one.
And of course, by making it to the grand final, Olympic has made and will play every possible game that they could have played as an FQPL 1 team. Because they've made it to the Kappa Pro Series final. They made it to the Queensland Cup final. They were premiers. They're grand finalists. And because they were premiers of the FQPL 1, they get to go up to Cairns, I believe Edge Hill won the regional final, and play in the FQPL Champions League.
Yeah.
So every single possible game that an FQPL 1 team can be eligible for,
they've played it.
They will have played it.
That's ridiculous.
Which is such a massive season when you think about it. It's
crazy.
A mammoth effort.
I can't even think how many games these girls have played together as a squad.
Yeah.
Probably getting sick of each other by now.
Probably. So probably not, because it seems to be a very tight-knit group.
They are a very good group.
Yeah. Which is fantastic.
They back each other well. They seem to be seem to be a lot of friendships in there, which is good, and that bonds the team very, very well.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
To divert from that topic, the semi-final performance of Capalaba and Caboolture. We sat down and watched that game. We actually met up and watched that game. We already sort of touched on it. Capalaba didn't really quite seem up for it.
No, again, they didn't seem like they turned up.
Yeah, and despite the fact that being at Capalaba, which is really generally a rough place to go, but they didn't seem to be their usual Capalaba. Like, as we've all known, Capalaba teams are generally very, I've been mixing Capalaba and Caboolture up all year. Capalaba teams are generally very right up against you and niggly and will say things and will, sort of nip at your heels and things like that. They didn't really seem to do that either. Like, they
almost backed right off and let Caboolture play the game.
Yeah. And
I think they made Caboolture look good.
And Caboolture ran out 3-0 winners. And I think there were certain parts of that where it did look a little closer than 3-0.
Yeah.
Of course, one of them was a penalty by Steph Latham at the end, but there were 2 goals to Kelly Togai. I really apologize if I've got that wrong. So comprehensive on paper. But yeah, I do think Capalaba sort of made them look good. Whether or not they did have a bunch of players who had already gone on holidays, I'm not sure because I don't know their lineup back to front enough to really look at it. But it does make for an interesting final, and it does give us a chance for a little bit of revenge.
Yeah. I don't think, watching that game last week, I don't think Caboolture are as good as they make out. They certainly played a different game against us.
Then that game, yes.
They played very open football, very forward football against Capalaba. They just shut us down and just wouldn't let us play. It was almost like they were playing with
a KPS,
like a 4-4 or a 4-5-2 or 4-5-1, I should say.
And that's the thing that confuses me so much. If you look at all the stats, like that Cali players, I think 28 goals and assists in the last 15. Steph Latham's got a bunch of goals. Rebecca Sweeney's got a bunch of goals. Courtney Barge has got a bunch of goals. There's another Steph whose last name escapes me at the moment. She's got a bunch of goals. Like they ran out with the highest goals for this season.
So why would you?
Why would you set up shop? The bus? Why would you just hold it? Like I feel like they could have come out and really given us.
It was almost an insult to an Olympic. It was an insult what they done.
It was just I don't know. It confounds. Obviously, it worked. Don't get me wrong. They won it on penalties, but would have felt like they would have wanted a little bit more reassurance than possibly winning it on penalties. Yeah. And that makes it difficult because what do you expect for Saturday? Do you expect a similar setup from Caboolture from the KPS, or do you expect them to come out and be attacking because they have that force and it's a?
I think they'll start up with parking the bus.
Yeah.
And if we're clever enough, and I think we are clever enough, if we sneak 1 or 2 in, they'll be forced to come out.
Yeah, they will have to. They'll have to play.
They'll have to come out, and that's when we will play our game.
Yeah.
Once they come out, we've got it.
Yeah. And we're one of those teams that this year, it hasn't happened a lot. We haven't really been outplayed too much, but we struggle to break down teams who do that really low block and everything.
It's hard to break down, though.
It is hard to break down, but we're really good at teams who meet us toe-to-toe.
Yeah.
Who want to play us.
You come out, we'll give you a fight.
Yeah. And that's possibly where Caboolture's mind was last time, and I totally understand that. You don't win finals by playing well. You win finals by scoring the final goal.
And and say that, I think we had a lot more shots at goal in that last final. I think Rio hit the post twice.
Yeah, we were very unlucky.
Extremely unlucky. It just would not. We couldn't buy a goal that night. So I think we said any other given day, we'd have won that 3 or 4-0.
Yeah, it was just it wasn't. It's the Olympic Cup final curse.
It is a curse.
I think we count 10 finals that both the men and the women have played for in a cup final and lost every single one of them.
But the girls will break that this weekend.
The girls will break that this weekend.
But I can see a whole different, not a whole different squad, but a whole different approach to the game.
Different approach
than what there was last week. Caboolture won't. They'll want to come out and fight but I'm not just afraid they'll park the bus for the first 10 or 15 and
then see where they are then.
And see, I got to go, well, come on, you come to us.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, probably.
Hard to say what they'll do.
Yeah. So just a reminder, that is a 1:30 p.m. kickoff at Perry Park this Saturday, 13th of September. Make sure you go to buy tickets online on Football Queensland's website for this one. But the under-23 girls are also in the grand final.
Yes,
they did finish second in the league, so Virginia United won the premiers. But Virginia United end up losing to Penn Power.
I know, figure that out.
On penalties, 4th place Penn Power.
There you go. That's what we spoke about 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
And who's going to remember that?
Yeah, exactly right. This is a nice little moment for them because the under-23s follow the senior team, so it's not like Virginia and Olympic will get promoted into the NPL. The Capalaba under-23s and the Olympic under-23s will. So this is kind of maybe feels a little bit more important to them because it is just a trophy at the end of the season and promotion wasn't really a thing that was on them.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that is on Sunday at 1:30 again at Heath Park, which is Eastern Suburbs' home ground. Olympic have a good run against Penn Power, winning 6-0 in the first leg in the first game of the season, and winning 1-0 in the second game. What I found interesting about this is it's a very, very similar setup to the seniors Olympic versus Penn Power. If you'll follow me here, in the fact that the first time we played them at home, we won 5-0? Something like that. We blew them away. And then we drew 1-1 with them in the second game. And again, I'm not following Penn Power enough to really know their team sheets or anything like that. But they must have either had a really, really good switch in mentality and tactics, or had a really good mid-year transfer window. Because both their seniors and their under-23s had better results against us the second time round.
It's kind of odd, isn't it?
Yeah, so maybe they reinforced really well, or there was just this nice change where they went, oh, hang on, let's tweak this, and it just worked.
Could have been a rebirth going into the second round.
Yeah. But I thought that was really interesting that it wasn't just the seniors, it was the under-23s. So where the seniors came into the 23s, and then the really good 23s who were playing seniors dropped back down and then strengthened that squad as well,
possibly,
whichever way it went.
Yeah,
I just thought that was a really, really interesting way to look at that, because it shows that both teams made markable improvements.
Yes,
which was really, really cool. But yeah, so Olympic will be playing Penn Power at Heath Park on the 14th of September at 1:30. I don't believe you need to buy tickets for that one. I think it's just turn up and have fun. I think we'll try to make that one.
I think we might try and make that. Is
celebrate the girls and cheer them
on. See how our partners fare.
Yeah, I think they're looking forward to the weekend after.
I think so, I think I'll have to get our name badges.
Yeah.
Like, who are you?
Yeah, we'll have first dates all over again.
Yeah. All
right, cool. So we'll go. We'll start off with the second half. So the second half is going to be a nice short one. Didn't expect to be talking about the men again, but here we are. Suddenly, the Olympic men had a friendly against Brisbane Roar, the A-League team, not the youth team, though a lot of youth players played.
Yep.
Not really much to be said about this one. It is going to be a very, very short second half. It was really good to see a decent amount of fans turn out.
Yeah, it was fantastic amount of people there.
A lot of Brisbane Roar fans.
Yeah.
But if half of them walk away with that with just a little bit of curiosity about Olympic, some of them start turning up in January again.
Yeah, nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah, so it was good to see so many fans there. There was always a massive line for the canteen. I think we tried 3 or 4 times to get a cup of tea.
Yeah, no, forget that.
And just couldn't.
It was great to see the canteen busy.
Yeah, brilliant. Exactly.
When you got some good food and good drinks on offer.
Yeah.
No wonder.
And a bunch of kids there to get autographs from the Brisbane Roar players as well.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, obviously we've gone off the A-League and Brisbane Roar in general the last 10 or so years, possibly a little bit more than that. It was just really good to see Brisbane Roar connecting with the community again. And the other friendlies they've played friendlies against Vaughan City, they've played friendlies against Penn Power, St. George Willawong, like all sorts of different clubs. And it's just good to see them do that again, because it's something that they've really been lacking.
Yeah, they kind of lost the plot a lot of those years. And by losing the plot, they've lost supporters, they've lost players, they've lost respect. I mean, they're a laughing stock of the A-League.
Oh, easy, yeah.
It was one of those clubs that you'd be lucky, can you win an argument this week? Because you're going to win a football game.
Yeah, exactly right.
And it was just poor to watch. It really was poor to watch. But in saying that, I wasn't overly impressed. If that's their squad to go into the A-League, they're sitting last again.
Yeah, like I said, I think there was more than a few young players on there, but I think it was more their attitude.
It was disgraceful.
It was disgraceful. They were pulling shirts.
For a friendly game against an NPL squad who's decided to put their hand up and go, yeah, we'll play. Because,
2 weeks after their last competitive fixture.
We'll play because you need to run out.
Had to text the group chat and went, hey, is anyone still in Brisbane?
And the Raw players were just disgraceful.
Yeah. They're arguing with the officials and the players.
The whole attitude towards it was just pathetic.
Yeah, it wasn't.
If that's the way you're going to play the A-League.
Yeah, that definitely left a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth.
I thought it was horrible.
I thought it was a little bit classless, and but like fair play to you. They obviously had it. It was a decent scoreline in the end for them. Fair play that they've got to run their hardest and get that fitness up and everything like that. I just think the rest of that could have been put aside for a community friendly.
All the crap that goes along with it.
But maybe that's something that they're also. I think you quipped at the match. Maybe that's something else that they're also training.
Yeah,
and trying to make sure they're good for the league.
No, I'm sorry. If there was an opportunity for me to be drawn away from Olympic to go back to watch the Brisbane Roar, no.
Yeah, look, there was a good chance I wasn't ever going to go back. I've had probably the best supporting years of my football supporting time on this earth following Olympic around Brisbane.
It's been absolutely amazing the last couple of years.
Definitely.
It's only going to get better.
Yeah.
And they're a club they're a friendly club. They're a good club. People say hello. There's lots of banter, lots of laughter. Food's great. People are great.
We can't go 5 meters without someone coming up and having a chat to us and things.
Good club. I mean, I've raved all bleeding year about it.
Yeah.
But it is. It's a great club.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic.
And there's no way I'll be leaving it.
No, I don't foresee myself watching any A-League matches, unfortunately. And you can have your own opinion on that in regards to,
and you're entitled to that opinion.
And you're entitled to your opinion in regards to that. But I'd rather watch NPL.
Same here,
personally.
Yeah.
And I will be sitting on my hands for the next couple of months, waiting for January to tick over after the final girls' games.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, we got word. I don't know if we're allowed to release this. The girls' game against Brisbane Roar.
Yes, we heard a whisper tonight.
Yeah, there's a rumour going around that the girls will be playing the Brisbane Roar girls.
Women's A-League on October 11.
On October 11 is what we've heard.
So I don't know if that's an official statement, confirmation.
And I don't even know if I'll leave this in the edit, to be honest. I might get a little bit nervous and cut this before it goes up. So if you're listening to this right now, I'm sorry.
Yeah. There is talk of a future match between the Women's A-League and the Olympic
Brisbane Roar
NPL side.
Yep. Yes, the NPL side.
There is talk. There was talk, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yes, there was talk 2 weeks ago when the men's one was originally confirmed to us. It hadn't reached the socials yet.
Yeah. So, I mean, if that's a possibility, I think that's fantastic. That'll be great to see the Women's A-League side there, especially against the crowning champions of the FQPL1.
Yep.
And going up to the NPL, that'd be really, really good. It'd be good to see the girls go there and have a hit out.
Yeah.
But
it'd be roughly similar for the men's game tonight, in the fact that it shows you the level that, as an individual player, especially a young player, if you've been on, it shows you the level that you need to reach, what you should be striving for.
Yeah, it gives you a goal.
In regards to talent, skill, athleticism, and everything like that.
It certainly does.
And it's the same thing for the women's side. Although the women's side is mostly made up of NPL stars, they've already signed a couple, it still shows you exactly what you need to do, how well you need to be able to compete and things like that. So even if it's just a learning opportunity for our players, that's a fantastic learning opportunity. You're not going to get better in Brisbane.
Yeah, and you can't learn sitting in a classroom.
No.
This is where you learn. You learn by watching the best.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the Women's A-League side is obviously the best. They're there.
Yeah, exactly. The players who are there are the best that can represent Brisbane.
Correct.
And, as much as we talk about the Brisbane Roar men's side, both Brisbane Roar men's and women's have been making some interesting signings, some good signings, seeming to go in the right direction, and good on them. I wish them all the best for the season coming. But so keep an eye out for the Brisbane Roar.
And if we hear anything that is concrete,
you'll find it on our Instagram.
We'll let you know.
Which is OlympicFC_Ultras. Make sure you're subscribed to it and you're following us and everything like that to get all the information. As soon as we know it, you'll know it.
Come enjoy our journey.
Come enjoy our journey.
Yep.
It's been a fun one this year, a relatively long one in comparison.
If anyone actually out there has seen our very first one up to this one, it's matured and grown quite a lot. We've had a lot of great fun along the way.
Yeah.
There's probably 1 or 2 more episodes till the curtains come down for the season.
Yeah, so we'll definitely talk about we'll wrap up the grand final.
We'll wrap up the grand final next week.
I don't know exactly when we'll be back.
We may have a break, and then hopefully the championship game for Chill will be live on telly.
I hope so, because I'm not sure if we'll be able to make it.
No, it's a bit too expensive for my taste. But anyway, anybody who wants to sponsor our trip, please call this number.
Yeah, definitely. Leave a comment. If you want to sponsor our trip up to Cairns.
Or a signed check, one of the 2. We'll jump back on the podcast and talk about that game, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then we'll pull the curtains down.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a long break. It'll be an interesting break. And hopefully the next time you see us,
a whole different
It'll
setup.
Look a little different.
It will. Touch wood.
Yeah. So, served us well, but...
Yeah. Time to move up. Yeah. Move up, move onwards.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you once again.
Thank you very much for joining us. Sorry about the rant at the end. We get sentimental every now and then.
We do.
If you've come to an Olympic game so far this season, thank you very much for attending. Please make sure you attend this weekend's game, the grand final, the big pinnacle of it, no matter what we think of it. It's the pinnacle of Football Queensland. So make sure you get to that game. Make sure you check out the under-23s game as well if you can at Heath Park, same time on the next day. Yeah.
The girls will want you there. Irrespective of what we think, the girls will want you there. Yeah. And we'll be there.
Yeah. Make it red and white.
Yeah.
Cool.
Let's go.
Go Olympic.
Go Olympic.